What's going on, guys? I'm back, and I sort of just want to talk about Sixth Man of the Year. And my two guys I'm picking are Spencer Dinwiddie and Lou Williams as my two leading candidates. And I also kind of want to talk about these two teams because they're both in kind of similar situations where they're the underdog, or they are a underdog, I should say, in the playoffs. The Clippers being the 8th seed playing Golden State, and the Brooklyn Nets playing, I believe, the 76ers, and they're also obviously going to be the underdog. And so it'll be kind of interesting to see these two teams because, honestly, these two teams are probably one of the most hard-working teams and maybe the most surprising teams from the start of the year because, especially the Nets, because no one really thought about the Nets making the playoffs at the start. And look at them now. They're a 6th seed, and these two teams were fun to watch because they went out every night and gave effort. And that's something you should really appreciate, being a true NBA fan and stuff like that. But yeah, this is just what I want to talk about. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get started. Alright, so first I want to talk about Spencer Dinwiddie. He's currently averaging 16.8 points, 4.6 assists, and 2.4 rebounds. And he's a very underrated and underappreciated player. And unless you're really a true Nets fan, I feel like it's more people won't exactly give him the respect he really deserves. And maybe it's just because he's coming off the bench and not exactly starting, because everyone knows that the story and the headlines were more about D'Angelo Russell and how he was able to make his first All-Star appearance and how he was able to rejuvenate his career after playing for the Lakers, and how it really didn't go so well for him. And yes, D'Angelo Russell is their guy, but at the same time, you can't really put Spencer Dinwiddie under there because he's right there with them. Now, obviously, he might not be as good offensively as D'Angelo Russell, obviously. But at the same time, having Spencer Dinwiddie come off your bench and give you that 17 points per game-ish and 5 assists, that's really good to have on your team. And obviously, he's a Sixth Man of the Year candidate. It's also a cool thing to see these guys in the playoffs because I really want to see Spencer Dinwiddie and D'Angelo Russell go off. I don't know why that is, but I just want to see those two kind of just do their thing. Obviously, it might not happen. Maybe they're young players, inexperienced in the playoffs, so maybe they could have some struggles. But you never know. Maybe these guys really do their things and prove why they're this good. And eventually, I do want to see Spencer Dinwiddie eventually start for a team, or that's the Nets. I hope he stays for this Nets team because it's really fun to watch this team play. And when you look at the Nets, they don't look all that. But if you sit down and watch this team play, it's very fun to watch them because they will go out every single night and believe that they have a chance to beat any team. And I don't care what it is. It could be against Golden State, and they will give them 110% and see if they can beat them. Now, Lou Williams is my other candidate, and I'm going to just say it now. I do think he will win Sixth Man of the Year. That is my guy. He's also very underrated. I might have to take Spencer Dinwiddie as the more underrated player, if that makes sense. But currently, Lou Williams, he's actually averaging 20 points a game, 5.4 assists, 3 rebounds. And I think it was more ever since Tobias Harris left is when not that he wasn't doing his thing before, don't get me wrong. I think it was more he started being more productive on the scoring output, because I think it was more he's taking more shots and that kind of thing when Tobias Harris left, because they didn't really have that go-to guy. Because Lou Williams last year, we all remember, he was dropping buckets on people. And I think more once Tobias left, he did more often. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And I kind of feel like Spencer Dinwiddie is more of a better facilitator, because I do think Lou Williams is more of a score first mentality, at least a better one than Spencer Dinwiddie has. But at the same time, I do think I think Lou Williams has a better overall offensive game. And so that is pretty huge. But at the end of the day, he's giving me 20 points a game off the bench. That's very impressive. Now, when it comes to playoffs time, I'm going to have to go with Golden State. Obviously, I have to do that. I mean, it's literally the Warriors. And it's kind of difficult to pick them because this team really does give max effort, just like the Nets. And it's fun to watch them. Once again, they're one of those teams where you just need to sit down and watch a full game of basketball, and just you can really appreciate what they do. And yes, they're unfortunately only the 8th seed, and I do think they will lose in 5 games to the Warriors. And yes, I do think they will win a game. A lot of people have them getting split, but I think it's the fact that they believe they will win this game. So that's my thing. I do think the Nets will lose in 6 as well to the 76ers. That's my take. But yeah, that's just kind of what I wanted to do. Lou Williams is my guy, my 6th man of the year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time.